The roots of astrology date back to very ancient times, and this field has evolved and continued to develop over time. Mastering astrology requires years of dedicated and continuous learning, as its scope is so vast that it cannot be fully comprehended within a single human lifetime. Most individuals first encounter astrology through horoscope columns in newspapers and magazines. However, the quality of the information provided in these sources can vary greatly and is often quite superficial. This is because such interpretations are usually based on only a single data point, the zodiac sign in which the sun is located during a particular period of the year. To explain the true depth of astrology, comprehensive birth information is required, including the day, month, and year of birth, the exact time of birth, ideally to the nearest second, and the place of birth, latitude and longitude. These details help calculate a complete birth chart, such as the chart for Darnell Bennett, born on January 8, 1928 at 7:35 a.m. in Tupelo, Mississippi. Zodiac charts, also known as natal charts, are primarily related to the exact moment of a person's birth. However, they can also be calculated for events with a defined beginning, such as the start of a marriage, the opening of a business, or the groundbreaking of a building. Astrology is a way of describing how the energies of the world are experienced at a specific moment in time and at a specific location on Earth. A birth chart represents how celestial energies permeating the solar system converge at a particular place on Earth. Through the birth chart, an astrologer can analyze the key characteristics of an individual or an event and provide insight into how these influences may unfold or develop in the future. From any location on Earth, at the moment of a person's birth or the occurrence of an event, the sun, moon, and planets appear positioned against the backdrop of stars in our region of the cosmos. The birth chart expresses this celestial landscape as a two-dimensional map. Throughout history, humanity has left strong evidence of fascination with the journey of celestial bodies across the sky. This interest in the heavens contributed to the simultaneous growth of astronomy and astrology. Archaeologists have found traces of astrological practices in the remains of ancient civilizations such as China, Greece, Babylon, and Rome. This demonstrates astrology's enduring presence in human history. The Bible mentions 3 wise men who came to honor the newborn Jesus. There is a widespread belief that these individuals were astrologers, further emphasizing astrology's historical significance. In the past, astronomy and astrology were often closely linked. Both sought to understand the positions of celestial bodies and their effects on Earth. In modern times, however, these disciplines are treated separately. Today, astronomers study the physical realities of the solar system and the universe, while astrologers observe the relationships between planetary movements and human life. Throughout human history, there has been a belief in a connection between celestial bodies and earthly events. Ancient astrologers associated celestial bodies with gods believed to govern different aspects of daily life. Writings and ideas about these ancient gods symbolize timeless patterns of human behavior. Modern astrologers do not regard planets as gods. Instead, they see a symbolic relationship between the positions of the sun, moon, and planets and our personal experiences. We are all interconnected within the infinite universe. Every particle in our bodies is part of the same universal structure as the energy radiating from the sun and the stars. Astrology is perceived as a tool that acknowledges this unity and interconnectedness. The planets and our individual experiences represent different facets of a single coherent whole. Simply put, everything in the universe is interconnected. Various theories have been proposed to explain how astrology works, such as magnetic field lines, or radiation emitted by the sun and stars. Although astrology is said to be effective, the question of why it works remains a subject of curiosity. In the early days of astrology and astronomy, the positions of the stars were different from what they are today. Ancient astrologers and astronomers tracked the sun, moon, and the visible planets from Mercury to Saturn against the backdrop of constellations. As the Earth moves around the sun, our perspective of the universe changes. The apparent path of the sun in the sky, known as the ecliptic, passes through a band of constellations called the sidereal zodiac. However, there are differing views on how many constellations exist within this band: 12, 13, or even 14. Around 200 AD, during the spring equinox in the northern hemisphere, the sun was located at the beginning of the constellation Aries. Western astrology still considers this moment the starting point of the zodiac. This is known as the tropical zodiac. Although the positions of the stars have shifted over thousands of years, Western astrologers continue to use the northern hemisphere spring equinox as the beginning of the zodiac. As a result, during this period, the sun is actually located in the constellation Pisces in the sidereal zodiac. In this text and other astrological sources, the term zodiac refers to the tropical zodiac. Astrologers use a specific moment in Earth's orbit around the sun as a reference point, rather than the constellations themselves. A horoscope is the diagram used by astrologers. It is a two-dimensional representation of the moment of birth, showing the sun, Mercury, the planets, and important celestial points as observed from the individual's place of birth. It is not a fabricated astronomical drawing, but a symbolic map composed of glyphs representing the planets. The tropical zodiac begins at the March-spring equinox, when day and night are equal, and is divided into 12 equal signs. These are commonly referred to as sun signs. Although the names correspond to the constellations of the sidereal zodiac, their actual positions in the sky do not align. The period during which the sun moves from one sign to another varies each year. This explains why zodiac dates in magazines and books may differ. For individuals born during cusp periods, the exact time of birth and time zone are crucial. For example, someone born between April 19th and 22nd may be either Aries or Taurus. To determine the correct sign, astronomical tables called ephemerides are used. All calculations are based on Greenwich Mean Time. The sun holds a special place in astrology because its zodiac position can be determined from the date of birth. It symbolizes life energy, personality, and core identity. Since the moon and other planets move quickly, ephemerides are required to determine their exact placements. In the birth chart, Mercury represents communication, Mars represents energy, and Saturn symbolizes life structure and challenges. An astrological chart includes not only signs, but also 12 houses. The houses represent different areas of life: money, communication, relationships, career, education, and more. The house in which a planet is located indicates which area of life it influences. Aspects between planets, such as squares and trines, explain how these energies interact. Squares typically represent tension or challenges, while trines symbolize harmony. The rising sign is the sign that was ascending on the eastern horizon at the time of birth. It represents how a person appears to the outside world. Often, others perceive our rising sign traits more strongly than our sun sign traits. Astrology does not definitively determine fate. Rather, it reveals potentials and possibilities. It can help individuals understand their strengths and weaknesses and develop greater self-awareness. Today, astrology is used in many fields, from personal counseling to financial analysis, from electional astrology, choosing auspicious timing, to horary astrology. Additionally, Vedic Indian astrology, which is based on the sidereal zodiac, differs from Western astrology.